Emergency services are something most people never think about. Police, ambulances, firefighters. They are always there, until one day, they are not. Now imagine this. You wake up on a normal morning. Traffic moves, people go to work, life feels ordinary. Then an accident happens, a car crash, someone dials emergency. No answer. They try again, nothing. At first, people think it's a mistake, a phone problem, a network issue, but it's not. Emergency services are not responding. Police stations are closed. Ambulances do not arrive. Fire trucks never come. Across the entire country. Day 1 confusion. By mid-morning, hospitals notice something strange. Patients arrive, but no ambulances. People are being driven in private cars. Some arrive too late. Doctors ask, "Where are the emergency teams?" No one knows. Rumors spread fast. Strike, cyber attack, government failure. No official explanation. Fear begins quietly. Day 1 accidents turn deadly. Normally, help arrives in minutes. Now, minutes become hours. Heart attacks go untreated. Car crash victims bleed out. People choke with no medical help. Small emergencies become fatal. Fire alarms ring. No fire trucks. Homes burn. Neighbors try to help, but they are not trained. Buildings collapse. The first deaths happen. Not from disaster, but from absence of help. Day 2 panic begins. By the second day, the truth is clear. Emergency services are not coming back soon. People change behavior. They stay home. They avoid driving. They avoid risks. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Doctors work without rest. They treat patients who should have been saved earlier. They fail, not because they lack skill, but because they lack time and support. Police absence is felt. Without police patrols, streets feel different. Quieter, tenser. Some people feel relief. Others feel fear. Minor crimes increase. Stores hire private guards. Wealthy neighborhoods organize protection. Poor areas are left alone. Inequality becomes visible. Fear changes human behavior. Parents don't let children outside. Schools close. Public events stop. People realize something terrifying. Civilization depends on fast help. Without it, life becomes fragile. Every action feels dangerous. Every mistake feels final. The realization. By the end of day 2, people understand. This is not inconvenience. This is collapse in slow motion. Because emergency services don't just save lives. They keep society calm. And without calm, fear takes over. In the next part, we will explore day 3 and day 4, when crime increases, fires spread, hospitals fail, and society begins to lose control. By day 3, fear is no longer quiet. It is visible. Emergency services are still silent. No police sirens. No ambulance lights. No fire trucks. People stop asking why. They start asking how to survive. Crime begins to rise. Without police patrols, criminals notice the change. At first, crimes are small. Shoplifting increases. Burglaries rise at night. Cars are broken into. People hesitate to call for help. They know no one will come. By day 4, crime becomes bolder. Groups organize quickly. Stores are looted, not by mobs at first, but by desperate individuals. Security guards are overwhelmed. Some businesses close permanently. Streets become unsafe after dark. Fires spread unchecked. Fire is one of the most dangerous threats. Without emergency response, a small kitchen fire starts. Normally, firefighters arrive in minutes. Now, neighbors try to help. They throw water. They use blankets. But fire spreads fast. Entire buildings burn. In some areas, multiple fires burn at once. No one can stop them. Smoke fills the sky. Families lose homes overnight. Fire does not care about fear or rules. It only spreads. Hospitals begin to collapse. Hospitals were already struggling. Now they are breaking. Without ambulances, patients arrive late. Injuries are worse. Survival chances drop. Doctors face impossible choices. Who gets treated first? Who must wait? Who cannot be saved? Medical supplies run low. Oxygen tanks empty. Emergency rooms overflow. Some patients die in hallways. Not because they are beyond help, but because help never arrived. Mental health crisis explodes. By day 4, stress overwhelms people. Sleep disappears. Anxiety turns into panic. People imagine worst-case scenarios. Parents fear for children. Elderly fear being alone. Suicides increase. There is no emergency response for mental health. People suffer silently. Communities start protecting themselves without police. People take action. Neighborhoods form watch groups. Men and women take turns staying awake. Makeshift barricades appear. Some communities cooperate. Others become hostile to outsiders. Trust shrinks. Fear grows. Inequality becomes obvious. Wealthy areas hire private security. Poor areas cannot. The difference is visible. Safety becomes something you can buy. Justice becomes uneven. Resentment grows. The turning point: by the end of day 4, society feels unstable. People are no longer shocked. They are alert. They realize that order is fragile. And without emergency services, rules only exist if people respect them. In the next part, we will explore day 5 and day 6. When fear turns into vigilance. People arm themselves, and society begins to break into smaller, isolated groups. By day 5, society no longer feels protected. Emergency services are still silent. No sirens, no uniforms, no authority. People understand one thing clearly. They are on their own. Fear becomes a way of life. By now, fear is constant. People don't relax. They don't sleep deeply. They don't trust easily. Every sound feels dangerous. A knock at the door creates panic. People stop going out unless necessary. Night becomes the most feared time. Without police patrols or streetlights, darkness feels threatening. Fear changes how people think. Kindness becomes rare. Suspicion becomes normal. People arm themselves. By day 5, many people look for protection. Not from the government, from themselves. Some buy weapons. Some use tools. Some carry knives or sticks. Households prepare for defense. This creates a dangerous situation. More weapons mean more fear. More fear becomes faster violence. One misunderstanding can turn deadly. Communities turn inward. Neighborhoods close themselves off. Barricades appear at entrances. People check who belongs, and who doesn't. Strangers are not welcome. Travel becomes risky. If you are not recognized, you are a threat. Communities become islands. Each one follows its own rules. Vigilante justice appears without police. Some people take justice into their own hands. Suspected thieves are confronted. Arguments turn violent. There are no courts, no trials. Only anger and fear. Innocent people are hurt. Mistakes cannot be undone. Justice becomes emotional, not fair. Hospitals reach breaking point. By day 6, hospitals are exhausted. Doctors collapse from lack of sleep. Medical staff leave to protect their families. Emergency rooms close sections. Patients are turned away. People begin treating injuries at home. Minor wounds become infections. Infections become fatal. Healthcare no longer feels modern. It feels ancient. Fire and accidents multiply. Without firefighters, fires spread faster. Electrical faults cause house fires. Car accidents block roads for hours. No one clears wrecks. Traffic stops completely in some areas. Cities become frozen. Children and the elderly suffer. Most children feel fear but don't understand it. Elderly people are isolated. They cannot protect themselves. Some die quietly at home. No one comes. This is the most painful truth. Emergency services exist to protect the vulnerable. Without them, the weakest suffer first. Human nature is exposed. By the end of day 6, society shows its true face. Some people become heroes. They help neighbors. They share food. They protect children. Others become predators. They exploit fear. They take advantage of chaos. Both exist at the same time. The question before day 7 as the 7th day approaches, people ask, will emergency services return? And if they do, will society ever feel safe again? Because something has already changed. Trust in protection is broken. And once broken, it is hard to rebuild. In the final part, we will explore day 7, the return, or failure, of emergency services and the lasting lessons humanity learns when help disappears. By day 7, the country feels exhausted. Not just physically. Emotionally. Mentally. Emergency services have been silent for a full week. And the damage is already done. Day 7, the return of the sirens early in the morning, something changes. A distant sound breaks the silence. A siren. People stop. They listen. Some cry. Some feel relief. Some feel anger. Police cars slowly return to the streets. Ambulances respond again. Fire trucks begin moving. Emergency services are back, but they return to a different society. What they find, the damage is everywhere. Burned buildings, abandoned cars, shuttered stores, makeshift barricades. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Doctors report deaths that could have been prevented. Firefighters walk through ruins. Police face communities that no longer trust them. People ask, "Why didn't you come? Why were we left alone?" There are no easy answers. The human cost. After 7 days, the numbers are clear. Thousands injured, many dead, countless traumatized. Not from war, not from disaster, but from the absence of help. Heart attacks untreated, fires uncontrolled, crimes unanswered. Lives lost not because they were impossible to save, but because no one arrived in time. Trust is broken. Emergency services return, but trust does not. People feel exposed. They realize something terrifying. Protection is not guaranteed. For decades, society believed help would always come. That belief is gone. People change behavior permanently. They prepare more. They rely less on systems. They trust neighbors more than institutions. Communities remember. Some neighborhoods never forget what they learned. They keep watch groups. They maintain emergency plans. They store supplies. They understand a hard truth. Emergency services are powerful, but community is stronger. Government response officials promise reforms. More funding. Backup systems. Better preparedness. But words feel fragile. People know now. Systems fail faster than promises. Preparedness matters more than speeches. The deepest lesson: this 7-day collapse reveals something important. Emergency services do more than save lives. They create calm. They allow society to function without fear. Without them, civilization does not collapse instantly. But it fractures. Fear replaces order. Survival replaces law. The final question: if emergency services stopped again tomorrow, would society be ready, or would fear take over again? The answer depends on one thing: memory. Because a safe society is not built only on systems. It is built on people who are prepared, connected, and responsible. Thank you for watching Infinity Documentary. Here, we explore what happens when modern life is tested, so the future can be faced with knowledge, not panic.